Hello everyone and welcome to DK Gamer. I am doing a special video focusing on tips and tricks for Research Day, because it is those kind of events where you have to prepare the most, both during the event and also a little bit before the event. So in this video I'm just gonna share some tips and tricks, what you can do and what you should focus on these events. And please let me know in the comments if I forgot something or something else you want to add, so we can help out each other, because we are seeing more of these and they are quite fun, I think. But they are also the events where you have to prepare for the most. So of course the things that you want to focus on at this event is the Pokestops and the Pokemon around you. And you probably want to avoid doing raids, fighting Team Rocket grunts, and also doing max battles. And this is probably just gonna stress you out doing everything at once when you are so focused on these quests. So some things that you want to do either before or also during the event. There are some tricks that you can use here. So for example, every time you complete a quest and it's not a shiny, for example, you don't have to catch it. You can just stack it in these brackets here or whatever you want to call them, and then use them when you need one. So you have a constant Pokemon that you can catch each time you need to do a quest, and if there isn't like things around you. Do not send gifts on the day, but do open your gifts so people can send you gifts during the event, because there is gonna be one that says send free gifts with stickers to your friends, and you can't do that if you already sent gifts to all your friends and they haven't opened them. And when you need to send gifts, you can put your friends' preferences to can receive a gift. And I always use this search string for friends, interactable and no friend level 4. So only the friends that I'm not best friends with will show up. So I can work on my friends' progress at the same time. And only friends that I haven't interacted with today, like either sent or opened a gift from, will show up. A very useful tip that I use is having a party with different type coverages. So you can easily fight Pokemon if you need to, in gyms for example. So I have one here that's called Fight, and it has Water, Ice, Ground, Steel, Psychic and Fighting type. So I can easily just use this one, and you want to have it as your last one here, so it is the first one that shows up when you are battling. Another very useful tip is that you can go into your settings and then in advanced settings and have remember last used Pokeball on, and then I would say always have your Ultra Ball on, because it is going to be the best to try and catch Pokemon, so you can do it as easy and fast as possible, because there is a lot of them that you have to catch Pokemon. I would say have an instance on the entire time the event lasts, because you're not always guaranteed to have Pokemon around you. And probably start with your daily if you want to do that first, and then move on to the green ones. They normally last an hour in these events, unless there is something special going on, of course. And I would say don't have your auto catcher on, because it can catch Pokemon for you where you need to do like throws maybe, and it can also spin Pokestops when you're not ready and you still have 3 quests at a time. Now let's move on to the more specific quests and what you can do here. So the one, for example, battle in a gym, of course, as I said before, have your team ready, and also you have to defeat the first Pokemon in the gym to make it happen. At least that's what I've noticed. You can't just go in and then go out again. You have to defeat the first Pokemon. In the use a super effective charge move, what I do is I also have a party ready here with the Cario, for example, and the reason is for this, it has Power Punch, which is quite a fast move, and then I just fight Blanche, and then when I have my ready I use that, and then I go out, and then the quest is over. There might be someone that is easier or better to do, a faster move, I am not sure, but this is one I use. If you know anyone that is faster, then please let me know. When it comes to berries, there are 2 different ones. There is one that says use free pineapple berry and one that just says use free berries. Of course, I would just recommend just using the free pineapple berries if you are reading a bit too quick and you are using a raspberry, for example, and it doesn't pop. And also the thing is, you don't necessarily have to catch the Pokemon. You can just go in on a Pokemon and then give it a berry. Let's use a pineapple berry, and then go out. And then the quest is actually done, and then you go in, you can see the Pokemon still has the berry attached. So you don't even have to catch it if you are in a hurry. When it comes to making throws, like there's a lot of them where you need to do curveball throws or great throws or nice throws or whatever. Just use the Pokemon that are a bit easier to do it on, like bigger Pokemon or have a bigger ring here. And also you can use Nana berries if it's easier. And also I would say use a Pokeball and don't do a curveball throw, just because the Pokemon is easier not to get caught. So if you have to do it like 3 or 5 times, you can easily do it on the same Pokemon without it getting caught. When it comes to your body, I would say do not give it a puffin when it comes to the event, because there are quests that says gain 3 hearts with your body. And of course the easiest one to do are the picture and then playing and then give it 3 berries. Or if it's a higher one that will give you a gift, that also counts as a bonus heart, of course. But otherwise I would say do those 3, and then you can just swap it out with another body if you get another one of those quests. And with the power up free Pokemon, I would say go into your storage, of course, and then set it to the lowest combat power, so you can choose the Pokemon that are lowest, so you don't have to spend as much candy or stardust. You can also do it on one you actually want to power up, of course. The only quest that I say is a bit annoying and you probably want to skip is the one where you have to catch 3 Pokemon that are weather boosted. That one can be really tough if the spawns around you are not related to the weather. So that one I would say, maybe skip that one. But yeah, that was my video about a few tips and tricks here. I hope you learned something. And if I forgot something or I said something wrong, please let me know in the comments and we can hopefully learn something from each other. Otherwise, I just want to thank you so much for watching this video. Remember to like, comment and subscribe so that I can make more of them, because that's what I want, right? And I'll just see you in the next one. Bye bye!